Korean cast, not one black person, to play Tupac.
Why are a lot of black folks mad about an Asian person portraying a black character in a musical?
Are you being serious?
If the musical is not racist,
But it is racist.
or if the musical's intentions is to portray the struggles of the black race in a positive light and bring awareness to the culture of hip hop, the roots of hip hop.
The roots of hip hop are black. It was created by black people. Black people are the originators.
which is deeply engraved in the East Coast, West Coast era, beef era, which is deeply engraved and stems from the struggles of the black people, that Tupac
Shakur.
and his music, it transcends race. So I don't understand why so many black folks are so angry that I'm portraying Biggie Smalls or an Asian cast is portraying like those characters. So how about let's all just relax for a bit
They're telling us to relax. He literally said, get over it.
and look at the situation objectively. It's a musical that's portraying the black people's struggle in a positive light, without any racial slurs, without any demeaning or derogatory connotations, without any blackface makeup.
Portraying black struggle by not using any black actors? Wow. Black stories and black struggles without black people. That doesn't make any sense at all. In fact, it sounds like black oppression.
It's meant for an Asian audience with an Asian cast. And therefore, the story is tinkered to cater that audience,
Hey guys, okay, so if you didn't know, I'm an ex-K-pop fan. I'm gonna make a video about that as to why I stopped liking K-pop. After you watch this video, it's probably gonna be very evident as to why I stopped liking real obvious as to why I stopped liking K-pop. Okay, so anyways, I just heard the craziest thing in the history of crazy things. There is gonna be a Korean musical about Tupac, and they're casting an all-Korean cast to play Tupac. Like an all-Korean cast to play Tupac. It's an all-Korean cast, not one black person, to play Tupac. Okay, so hold on, let me check if okay, it's on. Okay, so this is just crazy. The first thing to address, let's address the first thing. Anti-blackness in Korea and K-pop, even in K-hip-hop, anti-blackness. Just this downgrading of darker skin and this hatred for what is black, and seeing black as something that's just negative and ugly and white as pure, right? So obviously Korean people are not too fond of black people. But then on the complete opposite end, there's this love for black culture and like the music that black people produce, and like this love for swag and being cool. And then you go do some nonsense stuff like this, and it's like, bro, if you can't love us, don't love our culture, just leave us alone at this point. At this point, leave us alone, because I just can't fathom how you can love so much about a person's culture, but then when you see that person, it's they're bad or they're dirty or they're gangsters, they're thieves. But then you're so in love with our culture, it's actually very annoying. It's there are K-pop stars who bleach their skin. There are K-pop stars who are slightly tan, okay? No, not even black, not even chocolate, slightly tan, and they get made fun of for their dark skin. But then K-pop think it has the right to do hip-hop. They think they have the right to copy black artists. There's this wanting of hip-hop, but then this what's it called? This taking the blackness from it. So they want our culture, but they don't want us, which is stupid, because you cannot have our culture and not have us, boo-boo. That's not how it's gonna work. We invented that. Give us respect. Now there's a refusal, as far as I can see, whatever. There's a refusal to give credit where credit is due, especially when it comes to hip hop in Korea. Like, it's like I feel like they just want to take it and be like, it's like Korean hip hop. Like, I was watching this video and this Korean guy asked this black guy, why are black people so good at rapping? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Why are you so good at making kimchi? What are you talking about? Of course we're good at rapping. We invented it, and I feel like they just act like they don't know, or they're just ignorant of it. And they want to say rapping as if it's an everybody thing, or Koreans rap too, or Koreans have hip hop too, Korean hip hop, Korean this, like so nationalistic. They don't want to say that. Listen, the root of hip hop is black people. Hip hop is not from Korea. Hip hop is from black people. It's like they love it so much that they want to claim it for themselves, and it turns into like jealousy, as far as I can see, or something. Like they want it, but they can't have it, or they didn't create it. They can't own it. They can't take credit for it. So they just ignore the people who deserve the credit for it. Ridiculous. Is it on? Yes, it is on. Okay. And if you want to come here and say, okay, this angry black chick, like, what is she talking about? Say whatever you want. It doesn't matter at this point, because I'm going to say what I want to say. People can say whatever they want about black people. They can appropriate our culture however they want. So I'm going to say what I want to say, because this has been going on for too long. The black people have been so oppressed, so disrespected in the media, in every society. And then when we invent something from our struggle, from our oppression, people want to take it though. That's cool. It's an everybody thing. No, it's not an everybody thing. Okay, because when we were sitting at the back of the bus, it was a black people thing. Okay, when we were suffering and being oppressed, it was a black people thing. It was a black problem. And now there's something that's black invented. Now it's everybody's thing. No. Boo-boo, no. And you're really trying to tell me about Tupac? Are you kidding me? You want to make a Korean musical about Tupac? Tupac, who was the most in the most anti-black country ever? Why would you make one about Tupac? Because Tupac was he's probably the most pro-black artist you're ever going to find in your life. So I don't even understand. Tupac spoke about the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. So tell me, Koreans, tell me, how are you going to incorporate that in the musical? Go ahead, incorporate it. Are you gonna say the whiter the berry, because that's what y'all like, right? But Tupac did not like that. Ridiculous. Tupac, pro-black women, pro-black people, spoke about the oppression that black people suffered, wrote his music to a black audience. Are you kidding me? Married a black woman, and you guys still want to sit there and try? No, this is ridiculous. And the guy who's playing Biggie, he's some rapper, whatever his name is. I'll put his name somewhere here if I care enough. I'll put his name somewhere, and I'll try to show the clip if I can of the nonsense trash that he was saying. What's wrong with him? Just other nonsense. This is really ridiculous. So the thing that caught my attention is when he was talking, and he was like, "It's a Korean musical with a Korean cast to a Korean audience." And it's like, yo, it's not a Korean story though. But it's not a Korean story. It's not. So like, why don't you write about your own story? Write about the invention of humbug and kimchi or something. Don't come and like be so anti-black in your culture. Be so anti-black people in your culture, and try to take something that's black and make it Korean. It's not gonna work. Like this guy even pronounced Tupac's name wrong. He said, like, was it Shakur? It was complete disrespect. Like if this guy is the only one that speaks English, I think, in the whole class, in the whole cast. If his English is the best out of everybody's, I don't know what is going on with the whole production. I don't want to see that musical. I don't want to see how y'all gonna be rapping Tupac's rap and Biggie's rap in some Korean. I'm not trying to hear that, or some broken English. If we're gonna, you better speak that English properly. You better speak it properly. I'm so upset. There are some Koreans out there who obviously, don't have the same views. I hope. So, I think there's some petition or something to sign against this. If I can find the link, I'll link it down below. But it's like some type of petition to petition against this musical. Yeah. The thing that I find funny is that Korean people, they have lots of I guess they're very prideful. A lot of them seem very, not prideful is not a word. They have much pride, right? So I feel like for them to make it a Korean thing is no biggie to them, because they're pro-Korean and Koreans are good, and they think Koreans are the best at everything, even though they're really not. And he's just ridiculous. I really, and also the thing is, because it's not, they don't know the experience of a black person. They don't know the struggle of a black person. So it's really not their problem. All they know is that hip hop is cool, Tupac is cool. That's all they know. And I bet you that musical will have a bunch of stereotypes in it, that these people will not know how to act or talk black except for what they think it is, or what they've heard in a rap video. I bet you this thing will be so stereotypical that it won't even be funny. And if you know your country, right? If you know your country's anti-black and that Korean people are not that accepting of black people, and you want to show the light of a black struggle, introduce them to black characters, to black actors, okay? Because if a Korean person is telling a black story to another Korean person, they're not going to get it. All they're going to see is a Korean person is going to be in your narrative. It's going to be in the way a Korean person wants to represent it. So it'll be a Koreanified black story, which is ridiculous. If you really want Korean people to not be so racist and to understand black people and black struggle, give them black actors so they can better understand, so they can see, wow, black people, like, they really did struggle or whatever. Anyways, this is mind-blowing. This is actually ridiculous. I'm trying to remain calm. You know what? In all honesty, this is nothing new to black people. Like, this is nothing new. They've done this for so long. I feel like if Africa was never colonized, we would have our own country. So it would be easier for us to voice our opinion, or at least we'd have a louder voice when we state our opinions, when people appropriate our culture. The same thing with Kim Kardashian and the whole Japanese kimono thing. The Japanese government was able to step in and defend their culture, because they have a country like that's built, that has a strong central government. Not central government, it has a strong government, and that can go and to speak on behalf of their culture. Black people in America don't have that. This country is against us in the first place, and then the country that we originate from, the continent Africa, is run down, has been destroyed so much. So who's gonna speak for us? Who's gonna speak for our culture? Nobody. I really just hope that Korean people are able to better understand black people and to love black people as much as they love black culture. I really hope so. Anyways, that's the video. That was my rant. Comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Sign the petition. Get people alert about this, and defend our culture. Let's love ourselves more than we love other people, please. Let's love our race more than we love, the Korean race or K-pop. Okay? Let's care for ourselves, because no one else does.